we're going to discuss something I normally don't deal with, is my opinion of a product without having the product in my hand. Now, today we're talking about the iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, and the iPhone X, and how they stack up against the competition out there, including the iPhone 7, 7 Plus, and all the Android phones. In my opinion, the only people who should upgrade to an iPhone 8 or iPhone 8 Plus is someone who doesn't have a 7 or 7 Plus. Let's be real. They're literally 7Ss and 7S Plus. There's no big features that was upgraded in the iPhone 8 other than wireless charging, which has been around for the last 5 years. Congratulations. Not trying to be a jerk about it, but let's be real. There's nothing innovative there. And they enhanced the camera a little bit. Yes, they got the new processor chips. The phone's a little faster, but in real-world experiences, I think over the last 2 years, we've seen kind of a climax as far as what these phones are doing and the innovation that's coming through these phones. Now, the iPhone X is the big one that everyone wants to talk about. Let's look at it. It's edge-to-edge screen. I think it's at an 83% ratio screen. Screen. That's okay, great. But let's be honest. We got the Essential out there, phone that does that. The Samsung 8 and 8 Plus have infinity screens, meaning the screen falls off the sides of the screen. And the iPhone X screen is created by Samsung. It's the same screens. Somehow they dumbed it down because it's a Retina screen, but it's only running at like 441 ppi. Most of the screens from Androids have been running in the 500s for the last, 2 or 3 years. Now, I'm not saying do not buy the iPhone X. Now, the 8 and the 8 Plus, don't buy them unless you got something below the 7, period. I mean, it doesn't make sense. In my opinion, don't even buy them if you have something below that. Just go buy the iPhone X. However, the iPhone X, I think, is more or less for those who are true loyalists to Apple and Apple phones. It's $999 for a phone that doesn't provide any innovation. Now, I will say I'm very, very happy that Apple is starting to take some of the features from other phones and ideas from other phones and say, hey, this is what the people want, let's give it to them. I applaud them for that, and I will cop an iPhone X to do a full review on it. However, there's some things that I don't like. One, fast charging or wireless charging. So, you got to buy the wireless charger. That's every phone, including Androids. That's not a big deal. Fast charging. Usually fast charging comes with the cable to fast charge. If you read the description on Apple's page, it says you have to buy a separate cable to do so. So let me get this right. You're going to sell me a phone for $1,000, but then I got to turn around and spend more money on a proprietary charger just to fast charge? Doesn't make sense to me. That's not right. You shouldn't do that to your customers. Second, wireless charging. Again, wireless charging has been around for... I had wireless charging, I think, on my Note 3. Now, it was one of those things you put underneath your battery case. You attach it to the cables, and now you got wireless charging. But I've had it since my Note 3, which was 5 years ago. Apple's wireless charging is capped at 7.5 watts. What does that mean? That means it's going to be slow wireless charging. How does that compare to the industry standards right now? The S8, the Note 8, and a lot of the other phones, so many out there, they do 15 watts, which means fast charging, which means it's charging almost at the speed that our fast charging cables charge, which are included in the box. So, the reason why I get concerned about this is because I feel like if you guys don't push Apple to innovate and you run out there and buy their products just because who they are, they're never going to give you more. They're never going to give you what you deserve. I want you to get what you deserve, and I want to get cool technology. I love the best of the best. Now, if you look at a lot of the big reviewers out there, the big name guys, they won't say anything bad about it, but they will admit that with the iPhone X, it's a nice phone, it's a nice design, it's nice in the hand, but it's something we've seen already. Go look at the Essential phone. They almost look the exact same. Some of the new features they added, the cameras are very subjective. I think the Pixel last year got the overall highest rating for cameras out of all the phones. Some people may not agree. Some people believe that the iPhones look better. Some people, like me, believe the Samsungs look better because I like oversaturation of my pictures. I like my pictures to pop. But they didn't really add anything new functionality. Face ID, Face Unlock is cool. We've had it on different phones for many times, for a couple of years now. It works half the time. Maybe Apple's version of it is going to work better than the others, but it's still just something that's been around. I don't like the fact that they got rid of Touch ID. I think Touch ID is always great because sometimes with Face Unlock, and this phone has it, you got to hold your phone up, look at it, and then boom, it'll unlock the phone, right? I don't like using it, and I don't use it for that reason because I have to hold my phone like this. I like being able to have the fingerprint scanner. So all you got to do is put your fingerprint on it and boom, you're in. Now, I will admit, stupid placement on this one. They should have put them in the middle of the phone like all the other phones. However, I like having the functionality to do so and use it when I want to. So, for my opinion on the iPhone 8, 8S or 8 Plus, and iPhone X, some people say iPhone 10, I think they're great steps for Apple. I don't think they are being pushed hard enough by customers to innovate more and do more. And I think it's kind of like your favorite artist, where normally when your favorite artists come on the scene, their first CD is amazing. Second CD, if they're really good artists, is amazing as well. And then they slowly start to trickle off and fall off. But you keep buying their albums because you like the artist, not so much because the CD is going to be great. And after you have a couple bad CDs from that artist, you still buy it because you support that artist. Essentially, that's the same thing that's happening with these cell phone companies, including Samsung, including Apple. We are sitting here buying their products, spending our money to get the newest and greatest, but they're not really giving us much. They're not really developing. And not really innovating. So with that said, you make your decision. Buy the phone that's right for you, but buy it based off the fact that it's really giving you more than what you got, not just because what it is. Now, a lot of people say to me, you buy the phones. You're correct. I do buy the phones. I keep them for 2 or 3 months. I sell them. I usually only lose, give or take, $50. Just like on the Note 8. I bought the Note 8 right away because Samsung did the trade-in for the Note 7s for all those people, and I ended up getting the Note 8 for $550. That's including the S5 that I bought off of eBay to trade in with that phone. So it was a great deal for me, so I kept it, and I bought it. And I hope Apple does the same thing because $9.99 is a lot of money, and we got people out here that can't eat. But yeah, we got people that are spending a lot of money on phones and really shouldn't, or they're really not giving us anything or a reason to buy the new phone. So that's my opinion. I know a lot of people want to rag on me. A lot of people going to have a problem with it. But that's just my thoughts, some things to keep in mind. And you can see the side-by-side spec comparisons. I'm going to put those up during the whole video. But it is what it is. Use your mind. Don't use social media. Open up your hearts, and you know what's right. And if you feel buying that phone is right, then you should buy it because it is a nice phone. It's a great phone. But the iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, they waste time. You might as well spend another $200 and get the iPhone X if you really want to get the new iPhones. Deuces. Rate, subscribe, and like, and get at me when you can.